Hi there and big welcome to cEDH TV gameplay. We're gonna follow my solo perspective as I'm piloting this niv-mizzet cantrip control deck. This is basically an underworld breach deck trying to fill the graveyard with cantrips and eventually use various tricks to find a Festus Oracle win or a Brain Freeze win. Niv-mizzet is basically here for color identity, and when you cast him, you have a huge chance of drawing 0 to somewhere around 4 cards. So there's a huge burst card draw potential in this guy. But that's not the crazy part. We're playing against 2 sisay Weatherlight Captain decks. One of them is on Giganta, the other isn't. Besides that, I have no idea what they're actually doing. But they're playing against the sisay Mastermind, so I think we're gonna figure them out pretty fast. The last player in the pod is krrik, son of Yawgmoth Mono Black Turbo Combo. With that, let's start the match and take a look at my opening hand. I kinda wanna keep this hand. It's just one land, and we don't have the turn 1 fish. The chance of getting a turn 2 fish is pretty good though, with Deathrite Shaman. And honestly, we're gonna gamble. We should have a turn 2 fish here. That's something. Let's keep this. And we're first in turn order, so probably gonna have a turn 2. Oh, we'll see. I guess krrik kept a 6-hander, placing 6 cards on the table. But krrik actually has a pre-game Gemstone Cavern, so he's down to 4 cards in his hand. We'll draw for turn. Yes. Never punished. Tropical Island. Yeah, fish turn 1. Tropical Island, tap it. Mystic Remora. The response to my fish costs Entomb. He finds Villis, so I guess we're gonna reanimate Villis. We're not gonna be able to use my Deathrite Shaman on the coming Villis, but we are gonna be able to Force of Will that thing. We have to Force of Will that thing. Yeah, here comes animated. So I draw from fish. I'm gonna Force of Will that, pitching Electrolyze. And we stop the Villis for now. He might have more reanimation spells. Here we have a Noble Hierarch and a pass to next sisay. Esper Sentinel, and he pass. I will pay for a fish and I will draw a card. I will play this bad land, tap it, and Deathrite Shaman and pass. So we will be able to eventually eat that Villis unless he has like a reanimation now. Place a Wishclaw Talisman and I draw a card. I draw. He has 3 mana, I can cast CC, but he doesn't, so I'm guessing might be an Oppo agent. So turn goes to this sisay, who plays a Bayou and a Mana Vault. I'll draw a card. I'm gonna let the fish die, and I will untap and draw a card. Play this Tundra, play this Llanowar Elf, and as the turn, he activates Wishclaw. So we're giving it to sisay in the next turn order. So I have a Shadow of Doubt, but I kinda wanna save it for the sisays, especially the sisay has got a Wishclaw Talisman. And I have a Deathrite Shaman that is able to interact with this guy quite well, and I have a Flusterstorm that is also quite good at interacting with this guy as well. So I'm not using my Shadow of Doubt, I'm saving it, because I think I don't need to use it now, even though I want to. Oh, he just plays a Mana Crypt. That was the card he found. Pays for Esper past turn. Okay, really happy I didn't use my Shadow of Doubt there. So we go here, who now has a Wishclaw Talisman. He plays a Savannah and a fish. Not paying for Esper Sentinel. Maybe I should have kept my fish, honestly. Activates Wishclaw. He gives it to me. So much thank you. However, I'm gonna respond by exiling, casting Shadow of Doubt. Players can't search this turn and I draw a card. So we have a Wishclaw and drew into Rhystic Study. Nice. Oh, Final of Devastation from next sisay on 2. So that's the dock side. I can't stop this, I don't have any mana. So here we have the dock side. So the dock side creates 3 treasures. Everyone has 1 each. Not the biggest dock side in the world. Dihada. Or down ticks it, looks at top 4. He's gonna generate more treasures. Dihada is becoming a really potent cEDH combo card actually. So he reveals 4 cards, all of them goes to the grave, and he creates 4 more treasures. He has a lot of mana right now. Costs sisay. He can't activate sisay yet, but sisay is a 5/5. We'll go to my turn and untap. Play this Forest. I want to cast the Rhystic Study. So this is really scary. They are both setting up for a really big thing. I'm passing the turn here because I think I want to keep my mana open, have my Rhystic Study at the ready, being able to fight them. I have a Flusterstorm and a way to potentially kill a sisay. Here comes krrik. Draw a card because of Rhystic Study. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And they cast a Praetor's Grasp. Pretty good. Everyone draws a card. Have since Pilgrim. So he targets that sisay player going through his deck. He takes the vampiric tutor. So tutor for a tutor. And then he passes the turn with a vamp tutor in a Precious Grasp Stolen Exile. So fish dies. That's great. He has like 9 cards in his hand though. Plays a command tower and he puts Giganta into his hand, the companion, and pass the turn. So we go to this player's turn, this super scary player's turn. Blooded Strand first. Now we can see things better, flipping them correctly. Sorry about that. It's so awesome to play against sisay. It's not me. Casts a Noble Hierarch. I draw a card. Nice. He upticks the Hada and makes sisay big. He attacks me with sisay, 6/6 sisay. I take 6 damage. In the end step, I'm gonna eat Velis from krrik. Gaining 2 life. No, wait, can't do that. Sorry. I will eat something different. The Entomb, and y'all lose 2 life. I tapped the wrong land. Take my turn, draw a card. I'm gonna activate Wishcloth Talisman. I'm gonna give it to the sisay player with the dockside, so reducing the Emil dockside count. We're finding opposition agent here, 100%. This is like winning. I'm gonna go to the end of my turn, and I'm gonna discard this Avacyn's Pilgrim and this Aura Blast. And I have 7 cards in my hand, 5 mana available, and I pass. But at my end step, krrik cast Vamp Tutor. I will draw a card because of Rhystic Study. Now you may ask, why in the world did I not find Demonic Consultation when I have facets in my hand with Wishclaw? Very easy answer. There's a sisay in play. And sisay can interact with that when she has that power attack. So, and I don't have any mana. Like, I play sisay, I know how to play against sisay, and I know that I will die if I try to win against sisay with that activation available. So the plan is to get Oppo Agent, interact with sisay, steal sisay, or not steal sisay, but steal something, and then we can combo off and win, kinda. But then we have to draw into consultation and stuff, but we'll probably get there somehow. It's going quite good for us. Now sisay cracks Flooded Strand, and in response the other sisay casts Psycrypt on sisay before sisay has an availability to search, which is great because that is making it hard for sisay to activate. Here we go, Deflecting Swat though. So Deflecting Swat in response to the Psycrypt, they don't pay for Rhystic, so we draw 2 cards. Now we could use Flusterstorm to counter this to make sure that sisay goes to the hand. But I don't want to do that because I'm also kind of scared of krrik. And still I have enough mana to cast Hallowed Moonlight and Oppo Agent on the same sisay turn. So I feel safe. So we go to krrik's turn and we have a huge hand. He recast krrik. That hurts. 18 life remaining. Could also frame it like 18 black mana. Oh no, that's 9 black mana available for him. Or 8 because he died on the 9th. And then he passes the turn. Phantasmal Image, making a copy of Dockside. That's so kind of terrifying. Draw a card because of Rhystic Study. He activates sisay in response to Dockside though. I'm Oppo Agent. So Oppo Agent resolves, so we get to see his deck. Wait, he has a Fastest Oracle in his hand. And Ragavan and Teferi. I'm gonna take Gaia's Cradle. Yes, 100% Gaia's Cradle. We had to take something that was legendary. Apparently he did have Tainted Pact and Consult in his deck, and I really wanted to take the Consult, but we can't take the Consult, so because we can only take legendary stuff. So I wanna interact with him but also gain value at the same time. Gaia's Cradle helps me, and Gaia's Cradle is something he needs to combo off with the Darevi and sisay and Emil. The Phantasmal Image becomes a Dockside, generating 5 treasures. Here comes a Yule Lotus. Maybe this guy is scarier than we thought. He hard casts Giganta, pays for Rhystic Study. We draw a card when he casts sisay. He gives Giganta haste, so he's gonna attempt to win here. Deadly Rollic's my Oppo Agent. I'm gonna Flusterstorm your Deadly Rollic, protecting my Oppo Agent from you evil tricks. So I save the day once again, going to this sisay who has Teferi, who could potentially remove my Oppo Agent here and try to win. And I don't have enough mana anymore. Plays a bad land. He activates his -3 ability on the Hada, looking at the top 4 cards. So he reveals Ashiok the Revi and Fabro and a land. He takes the Revi and the rest goes to the grave and gains 3 treasures. He casts a Deathrite Shaman. I draw a card because of Rhystic. He plays a Ragavan. I draw another card. He goes to combat and attacks with sisay at krrik, dealing damage. Take my turn, draw a card. Land drop, Cradle. It's really crazy how we've drawn so many cards and we haven't really found the win con yet. Like, we were just waiting for a tutor to win. I'm gonna cast an Esper Sentinel because I want more cards apparently. I'm gonna cast a Mana Crypt. Can pay for my expensive cards. Paying for the Esper Sentinel. Tap Cradle for 4 green. Bird, Arbor, letting the 2 green disappear, passing the turn with 10 cards in my hand, discarding this one too. 7 cards in hand. Ooh, krrik costs an 8 flux reservoir. That might be good for him because he needs his life. He's down to a very low amount. So we draw 2 cards here. He casts a necrotic... Oh no! A necrotic goose! Draw a card because of Rhystic Study. Here's the cool thing though. He only gets the activated ability of will. It's not the passive. So if he loses life, he doesn't draw cards here. He can still interact and kill creatures, but he's not gonna kill like Oppo Agent here, obviously. For like it maybe later, but not now. He might kill Esper Sentinel, but this is a great way to interact with someone else. Also, he doesn't have that much life to just sit and fire off and kill creatures all over the place. Now he needs some life, and I kinda agree with that. So he's gonna attack with his free lifelink krrik at that sisay player, gaining free life, hitting him for free. And then he passed the turn. So we go to this turn. Wow, this is getting into a long game. Why haven't I drawn my win con yet? I've drawn so many cards. Once my Oppo disappears, we lose to this guy instantly. Submerge on the Oppo Agent. I will draw 2 cards. I'm gonna cast Dovian's Veto. Counterspelling Submerge. Dovian's Veto can't be counterspelled. Not paying for Esper Sentinel, you can draw a card. He responds with a Resculpt on the Oppo Agent. Draw a card. I think we have to. Pact of Negation on the Resculpt. Go away. Oppo Agents wanna stay. And there he passes the turn. Wow. Now we have to survive this guy too. Here we go. Teferi. We draw a card from Rhystic because he casts Teferi. In response to my second draw from the Esper Sentinel, I'm gonna cast a Vamp Tutor while Teferi is still on the stack. Putting a card on top of my library, drawing because of Esper Sentinel, casting Force of Negation, pitching, negate. But in response he casts Fierce Guardianship. I draw because of Rhystic. However, someone being very responsible here. The other sisay player who wanna get rid of Oppo Agent cast Red Elemental Blast, destroying Teferi in the end. Oh my god, we're surviving still. However, we have more interaction here, so drowned in the locked on Red Elemental Blast. So we draw 3 cards here because of Esper and Rhystic Study. Teferi ultimately resolves. Wait, does he actually have mana to activate sisay here? Oh yeah, he has treasures. He's fine. Oh no. However, bouncing Oppo Agent is not as great as you might think, because there's another sisay in play with a sisay activation available. But he doesn't. He casts Derevi, which I think is the right play. We draw another card because of Derevi. Ooh. He goes to combat with a lot of stuff. Everything at the black krrik player. Now he used the villain's ability from his grave with his goose and kills Ragavan. He shrinks Esper Sentinel as well. Wow, krrik is down to 3 life. And the Revi triggers and he untaps one thing. He does not have a CC activation. He casts Archon of Emeria. No, that's so bad. Draw a card. He blinks Giganta with the fairy and passes the turn. So I will go to my turn and untap everything. There's a pact trigger, don't wanna die, using bird, tropical, this thing and this thing to pay for pact. Then I draw a card for turn. We're gonna play a Windswept Heath land drop. So after some politic deals, Esper Sentinel attacking Teferi. Teferi dies. Yeah. There's nothing I really wanna cast in my hand, except this thing. Tap Land or Elf, cast Wild Growth on my tropical island. There we go, discarding a whole bunch of random stuff. Oh no, krrik dies to the crypt. That's actually great, that reduces the dockside amounts on this table. Ah well, wow. Here we go. Recast Giganta. Draw a card because of Rhystic. Still not a win con. The turn goes to next sisay. I think we're gonna take a beating right now. He casts a Vren 6, drawing 2 cards. Oh, there's Lion's Eye Diamond. Esper Sentinel is being shot to death by Vren. She dies. He goes to combat, both the Revi and sisay at me, and Archon as well. Abrupt Decay on Archon, Emeria, before damage. I take 8 damage. Turn goes to me. I will untap and draw a card. Hello, wrong. Bloodstained Mire land drop. Is this the point where we actually cast niv-mizzet? Might be, honestly. I'm gonna cast niv-mizzet. Green, blue, green, red, black, white. Niv-mizzet on the stack. Big dragon. Revealing 10 cards to the table. So far, no hits. So we hit nothing. Everything goes to cast Lion's Eye Diamond, cast this guy, tapping that and that. ETB, I gain 3 life and I draw a card and I sacrifice the guy and I put this swamp into play. 7 cards in hand, I pass the turn. 48 cards remaining in the deck. Where are my tutors? Where are my breach and where are my tainted consult? Draw a card because of that. I do have a response to a braid. I want to cast Narset's Reversal on a braid, making a copy of a braid, making a braid upgrade being cast on the Revi instead. And the Revi dies. That's good. CC is smaller now, that's important. He does it again, we draw a card for Rhystic, land. No response, Op Agent is dead. He activates sisay. In response, tap the Eletric Shaman this swamp and cast Hallowed Moonlight. If a creature would enter the battlefield under and wasn't cast, exile it instead. Draw a card because of that, Gilded Drake. But in response to this, the other CC player activates sisay. But in response to that, the other CC player casts Aven Mind Sensor. That's great. That's actually really great. So we are interacting with the CC player with Hello Moonlight. The other CC player now can't search again because of Aven Mind Sensor. So we're good back in a safe position. We still just need to draw into our combo piece. Draw a card because of Rhystic. Can we pay for that? Oh, we don't have mana for that. No. CC activation resolves. However, we have a problem. He finds Kiora, which is a planeswalker that can come into play even though there's a Hallowed Moonlight effect in play. So we have a problem. If he's on a different kind of combo, we lose here. And he untaps his Giganta and attempts to search again. And he finds Kiora, that can also untap a creature and a land. So he untaps Giganta and a land. He activates Giganta and tutors again. Trigger Hallowed Moonlight, goes to exile. He finds the Revi and it goes to exile. I think he kind of misplayed there, tiny bit, forgetting about the Hallowed Moonlight. That's sad. So we go to this guy's turn and he downticks Vren and kills Aven Mind Sensor. First thing first. There's a Windswept Heath. He activates sisay. But the other guy responds with a Containment Priest. Wait, you play Containment Priest inside that sisay? Oh, well, yeah, it was on pretty much Planeswalker, so I can see why he plays that. So we draw a card because of Containment. Yes! Finally! Finally. He finds Aminatu. No, wait, there's a Containment Priest in play. He can't flicker Dockside. So he upticks the Revi by draw a card and put one on top. He cracks his Windswept Heath. He casts an Arcane Signet, draw a card because of Rhystic. sisay goes to combat. He attacks Kiora, Master of Death, but he blocks with a Phantasmal Image Dockside. Then he passes the turn. In your end step, I'm gonna tap this and cycle this land and draw a card. Untap and draw a card. Command Tower, land drop. Combat. Niv-mizzet is attacking at Kiora. The Planeswalker dies. Tap this, exile the Windswept Heath for a red mana. Green, blue, green, white. Supreme Verdict. In response, I'm tapping this for green or green. Supreme Verdict happens. Boom. Underworld Breach on the stack. So I have a Vamp Tutor in my graveyard. I have a card draw spell in various cases. I can, to draw a card after Vamp Tutor, I can cycle this land to draw the card, and I will find, actually, I'm gonna find Consult and use Consult and Phasas to win. And I have all the mana in the world that I need, because my graveyard is like in 34 cards to pay for Vamp Tutors and Phasas. So finally getting there. Enormous control game with various back and forths trying to survive, eventually drawing into Underworld Breach.